How's everyone doing? We have a new Devour update for the Slaughterhouse, and we're going to go through it real quick. It was just revealed today, just now finally being able to get to this video. So let's dive right in and see what extra content and new previews we have coming up. So, right here we have, in a previous post, we shared concept art for our upcoming map, the Slaughterhouse, as well as some images of new assets. This time, we're updating you on the progress of the map environment itself, as well as some of the lore. I love the lore of Devour, it's really interesting, so let's check that out. Nathan's past. We all know a lot of players like Nathan's backstory, and the Slaughterhouse reveals a bit more. In his early 20s, before training as a chef, Nathan worked at the slaughterhouse before quitting dramatically due to physiological stress or psychological stress of the job, as well as mounting pressure from his fellow colleagues in the slaughterhouse. Nathan has returned to his first workplace to summon Azazel and exact bloody revenge. I like it already. It's not where he was like a professional chef or anything like that. He's going back to his roots, and he's going back to where he was like really tormented, and he's just like, you know what, screw it. If Azazel's gonna take me over, and he's gonna cause havoc and all this other stuff, I'm gonna do it where I know he's going to do the most damage and, get revenge for me. A brutal experience. With this map, our developers have been hard at work creating an experience that is focused on physical body horror. So hopefully we get to see some stuff in the vein of something like Hellraiser or something like that. And exposes the player to some shocking bloody moments. The gritty, gory map design, assets, and character models all contribute to this effect, as well as some truly spine-tingling voice acting, sound effects, and ambient audio. The Slaughterhouse is also smaller than our previous map, The Town, and harkens back to the dark, claustrophobic feel of our original map, The Farmhouse. This is something I actually really like. The bigger maps can feel a bit overwhelming when you're trying to get from point A to point B of your goal. I think when it comes to Devour's aesthetic, Devour's gameplay and stuff like that, it really, really shines when you're in a more compact area and, you don't have all this, extra space and stuff like that. Not that The Town was bad. The Town was actually a really good map. It's the only map I still haven't been able to successfully get a Nightmare solo run on. But I think with Devour, the way that it works with its scares and stuff like that, I think it really, really lends itself to the more compact, compressed environments, stuff like that, of the farmhouse, the asylum, and the inn. They all worked really well of keeping you on your toes and looking around every single corner. Let's see what else. We can reveal that there will be new mechanics, and players will definitely be kept busy working out how to put everything in place in order to defeat a demonically possessed Nathan. See, that's an interesting way for them to put that. New mechanics, and players are kept busy figuring out how to put everything in place. So I'm kind of curious about whether or not this is something where we have to build what we need to defeat Nathan in his Azazel state, like putting together some kind of furnace or something like that, making that function so that, once all the pieces are together, we can activate it and start doing something. Maybe we have to, put the furnace together or repair the furnace so that we can, take whatever ritual items there were and burn them in the furnace. Something like that might be interesting. There might be, smaller corridors that crouching can actually help you out with, or maybe there's a way to lock doors or something like that. That'd also be interesting. Let's see what else. The Slaughterhouse will be a brutal map to beat in general, and whether you're playing co-op or solo, we're excited to see how you all approach it on the various difficulty levels. Check out the screenshots below for a taste of what to expect. Click to enlarge. Click to enlarge. Okay, so let's check out some of these. Let's see, some of these screenshots right here. Okay, we have a lifting and a vertical slant door, and you see like one in the background there and one right here in the foreground. This is why when I was looking at the previews just before making this video, This is what I was thinking of when I said that, maybe we'll be able to lock doors or something like that. There might be a chance of us being able to actually grab these doors and pull them down to, like, say, maybe block Nathan's path or something like that before he can go a certain way. Or maybe you can open up different paths and lock others out so that you can uh, better optimize your movement and hinder Nathan's movement. But then again, we also don't know what kind of minions Nathan will have. Maybe they'll be able to open the door or something like that. Or maybe there'll be, like, you can see that this kind of has like a switch, and maybe, trying to see right here, like kind of a wire going up. So maybe instead of reaching up and grabbing them, we hit the switch and they go up over time and they come down over time. You can see right here another switch with this right here with another door. So it's possible that we're going to be able to, like, switch these doors up and down if we want to with different kind of mechanics. Let's go ahead and check out the next one. Right here you can see 2 layers, 2 stories. Looks like a bunch of graded walkways up top, while we have obviously the chunks of, or the cow carcasses and stuff like that in a slaughterhouse. Not really sure. It looks like we might have a path right here that we're going to be going through. Right here at the bottom. Looks like this is some kind of hallway, something like that, and we'll probably be able to get up here somehow. Could this possibly be one of our safe spots for the map? Hop up onto the pallets, stuff like that, and maybe kind of like wiggle around them, sort of like the cage on the farmhouse map where Nathan can't quite get to you, but if you screw up just a little bit, he can finally grab you. You never know. Exciting stuff to kind of really contemplate. Not seeing anything that actually shows off any kind of ritual item. We do see the occasional candles and stuff like that, but I don't think we see anything. What's that right there? This right here looks like it's behind the cage. Yeah, looks like it's behind the cage, or fencing and stuff like that right there. Might be a way to activate something, but I'm not quite sure. I can't see what that is. Might be a table, might be nothing. Let's go over to the next one. Now right here you have a place for them to, like, hang the carcasses, and you'll go around this little tram, sort of very, what am I trying to think of? Texas Chainsaw Massacre from the early 2000s remake. We have a cow skull, bull skull actually, right here. A set of lockers, but it doesn't look like you're going to be able to go into those ones since they're blocked right here. I can't tell if this is blocked, like going around this pillar, if this is blocked or not, but it doesn't seem to be that. It doesn't really seem to be too dark of a map for the most part, except for maybe in the occasional spot. It's more like tight spaces are going to be what the real problem is. Nothing that I can really see in this map, in this picture right here, really stands out as to any kind of hint or something like that we might be able to see in the map. Then again, this tram work right here with the hooks might be a big hint about what's going to be happening. Maybe some of the ritual items in themselves are like beef carcasses or human carcasses or stuff like that you actually have to take and make sure that they get to the furnace or something like that. You have to make them travel along these hook paths right here. Just speculation on my part, of course, but you know what? That's the fun part about new maps and stuff like that. You get to speculate. Okay, let's see. Last one, I think. Nope, we got 2 more. Okay, so right here, yeah, this is what I was saying. Like, you have graded metal grating for a 2nd floor. This is looking down on the area that we already saw. Here you can see more of the path that these cow carcasses, they're traveling along on the hooks. So this is why I'm thinking that maybe they have something to do with the map, but then again, you never know. It might just be window dressing. We are on the 2nd floor again, looking down on the exact same path that we saw in the other picture. This right here, can't quite see what that is. Looks like it might be a shrine station or something like that, but it's hard to tell from these kind of screenshots, exactly what we're looking at. But I can see that, this is an extra little path that goes further down. Couldn't really see that in the last screenshot. This right here, you can see it comes this way, coming into the gate that we'd already seen, and then you have this whole area open up right here. Can't see the stairs or where you're going to get to this area from yet, but you know what? Just got to keep things interesting sometimes, and they got to keep you guessing and keep you excited. I'm not too upset about that. Last but not least, let's take a look at this one. This is easily the darkest. Okay, this is why, and look right here. This right here, I can't tell if that's Nathan or if that's one of the cult members with a new cosmetic on, but it looks like they're holding some kind of, I want to say it looks like a cow or a bull skull. And this right here, this is a meat grinder. This is why I'm thinking, and look, you can see the tracks right here for the hooks that come along in the slaughterhouse. This right here is why I'm thinking that maybe, just maybe, that's what we're going to have to be doing. We're going to have to be kind of like guiding these pieces of meat or something like that along, so that we can bring them to the meat grinder and eventually like either toss them in or activate it so that when they come over here, it just drops down and the ritual item gets destroyed. You can see a stairwell starting here and going up this side so that you can get to right here. This looks like a nice little loop drop down. So you run up here, Nathan's on his way, you drop down and start heading back out this door while he might be coming right back down. Can't see anything in the background. This is a very red room, so the background's green, but there's not too much that you can actually see that's going on in the distance. Not too many clues or anything like that, other than the meat grinder itself. I like speculating about this kind of stuff because it makes me kind of like, oh, what if they did this? What if they're going to do that? Are they going to try something like this or that? Lots of interesting stuff. I wonder also if maybe there's a possibility of you being able to grab the hooks and, ride the little tram through the small, like the holes in the wall that they have cut out for the beef carcasses and stuff like that, so you don't have to walk along a certain path. They can just go overhead. Maybe it'll let you access different areas if you're just holding onto the hooks. You never know. This looks interesting, but that's going to be it for all of the preview pictures. Ooh, excuse me. Slaughterhouse update will also introduce 2 new perks, a new flashlight, a new map collectible, and a variety of unlockable robes. Again, we'll reveal more about these upon release. So we know that we should be expecting 2 new perks. Actually, my new perk videos are coming out soon. You guys can look forward to those. A new flashlight. Now, when they say a new flashlight, I'm going to guess that they mean a new flashlight cosmetic with a new UV color, not an actual new function or anything like that to the flashlight. A new map collectible. All the maps have collectibles. We have the roses from the inn, the bits of cloth from the asylum. Or, I'm sorry, roses from the farmhouse, bits of cloth from the asylum, the lotus flowers from the inn, and the horseshoes from the town. We don't know what we're going to be getting in this one. Maybe they're going to be like pig hooves or something like that, but I'm sure it'll be something very appropriate to the slaughterhouse. As far as the release date, currently we are planning on to release the Slaughterhouse in March of 2023. That's just a month and a half away right now, and maybe a little longer if they decide to go into mid-March. If all continues to go smoothly, we can't give you an exact date yet because we don't have one, but we can confirm that we've entered the internal playtesting stage, and they're also working on a trailer. We'll update you with a precise release date, as soon as we can. It's a little past, it's almost 1 o'clock in the morning when I'm doing this, so kind of forgive me for not being at my best reading right now. Thank you for your continued patience as we prepare the Slaughterhouse for release. Your support really motivates us, and you know what? That's one thing that I think we should all really take to consider, is that as a small team, they're trying to do the absolute best that they can. They've improved every single map. All the graphics and everything has improved every single map that's come out. The gameplay has improved every single map that's come out. They're really, dialing into their aesthetic and everything. When they said that they weren't going to be, when they said they weren't going to be releasing Slaughterhouse earlier, they were going to push it back to 2023. There was a lot of uproar, community really angry that that was happening. But you know what? You have to thank the devs for doing stuff like that. Not thank the devs for when they're, just delaying to delay and be lazy and stuff like that. No, you thank the devs because, especially this kind of small dev team, you thank them for wanting to put out the best product that they can. And remember, you're getting this product for free. It's a free update. You don't have to pay for it. So if the devs want to come in and they say, hey, we're going to push this back because it's not quite ready yet, we want it to be perfect for you, we don't want as many bugs or anything like that, really your reaction should be thank you, I appreciate that. I appreciate you, wanting to do the best for me. But that's going to be it for the update. We know we have the map coming out in March, not that far away, only a few weeks down the line. We know we're getting new mechanics. We know we're getting 2 new perks. Speculate on those. I'm really curious to see what we have coming down the line. New flashlight, new collectibles, new unlockable robes, all this other stuff. So I'm personally excited. Nathan's one of my favorite characters. He was the cultist that I actually mained when I started the game. I still really love playing as Nathan. So getting to be able to check out his new Azazel form, it's going to be really interesting. And being able to go against him, I don't know. It's sort of like come full circle for me, just because, like I said, he's the guy I actually I started playing the game with, and his chef costume was the first cosmetic I bought in the game as well. I now have them all, but you know what? He still has that special place just for that. But that's going to be all for today. If anything else, you have any questions or suggestions, or if you want to speculate on what kind of new perks or anything like that, let me know down in the comments. I hope you all have a great day and try to stay positive.